he wants to marry you, girl, that ring gonna be on your finger. Okay, you ain't gonna have to duck, dodge, dip, dive, duck, or dive. Now I want to welcome you to my first Culture Clash, which will be a series of videos that include my opinion on things that are happening in my life, things that I'm faced with. And I'm gonna start with my man. I'm starting with my husband, y'all. It is our anniversary on September 22nd. So we are coming to you answering questions based on marriage. Also giving some advice to those who are newly engaged. Also those who want to be engaged. Okay, so we are answering questions in 5, 4, 3, 2. My husband, Quentin, here. Wave to the people, babe. Okay. So we are here. Our anniversary is September 22nd. So I want to kick off my first segment of my Culture Clash with an anniversary video with my husband. We've been married 11 years on the 22nd, and we've been together for how long?
Maybe 15 years.
I don't know. It was 2005. Yeah, so 13 years. All right. During our Culture Clash, we will be having a topic and a word for the day. Also a sponsor. Today's Culture Clash is brought to you by so our word of the day is perseverance, and I want you to stay tuned for our definition of perseverance.
It's kind of difficult to be happy the whole time. You have to be realistic about where you are, and most philosophers would say happiness is predicated on the moment. So most moments, you are happy if you love the person, but I would not say to be realistic. I'm a realistic guy. I feel like I need to be real.
He's not happy all the time because I'm something to deal with.
Right,
no, he ain't happy all the time.
See, she said it, and that's a great way to assist because you know if I had said that, it would have been a different discussion, a different conversation. If I had said that she was the reason that I'm not always happy,
right?
But it's the reality of marriage. It's
and
the
I'm
reality.
not always the reason you're unhappy, but I am part of the reason why you're unhappy sometimes.
Right, but you may have taken it that way. So, you know, it's.
Am I always happy? No, I am not always happy, but I'm always interested in getting back to happy. So like if we get into a situation where I feel like we're not happy, my thought is how do we get here? It's not eyelash coming off. How did we get here, and how can we get back to where we were before we got here? Because it's scary in the hard times. So no, I'm not always happy, but I'm always interested in getting back to that.
It's completely cliche. There's no power or strength in it. But it's important that you do the best that you can to make your wife happy. I mean, it all depends on the wife. You know, if your wife is centered on just being happy, as a man, I feel that it's my job, my duty, my part of the relationship to make her happy. Sometimes I have to go the extra mile or do extra things or sacrifice to make her happy. Uh, but I would say that most of the time when she's happy, I'm happy. So, but the statement in itself, it has no power. You have to work at making each other happy. You have to work uh and not being selfish. We all are selfish creatures by nature, and we have to work during those times when we want to be the most selfish. We have to work.
The phrase happy wife, happy life, I think it is unfair. I think that it really says that it doesn't matter if the man is happy. Now, I was having this conversation with someone, and she was a woman, and she said that I feel like it's happy wife, happy life because the woman sometimes automatically is concerned with what the man wants. Like, most of the time we're the ones who's concerned with the house and if he's happy and if he's whole and if he's whatever. But I know that that's not true all the time. Because some women do think that it does not matter. There is a double standard. And I have to say that I've been guilty of the double standard where he'll express something that he's not happy with me doing. And I'm like, I'm grown. You can't tell me what to do. But if it's hurtful to him and it's something that doesn't make him happy, then he should be able to say that makes me unhappy, and I should at least consider doing something different or at least tweaking my current direction to make sure he's okay. So I'm a part of the marriage club on Facebook, and they say happy spouse, happy house. So I like it. I think I want a T-shirt. Okay, so it makes sense. It makes sense. It means that everybody in the household, husband or every adult, because the children, but every adult in the household has a say. They feel important. They feel needed, and they feel necessary. Boom. Happy house. Happy spouse. Happy house.
The advice that I would give is that when those times come when things aren't the greatest and things aren't the best, think more away from the subject or the phrase, last phrase, happy wife, happy life, because your husband, your man, he needs things. And the things that he needs, he can't get it from his boys, he can't get it from his homies, he can't get it from the barber shop, he can't get it from his children, he can't get it from other people around him. He needs that from you. So the advice that I would give, to find out what that thing is. Find out what it is. You know, find out that thing that works or makes your significant other tick. And if whatever it is, try to build on that. Try to build on that because, like I said, women mostly they can be selfish because if they came to this world, they were in the world and they had a father, the father spoiled them. So they first thing they say, if you can't compete with my dad, then I don't want you and I don't need you. But that man, he doesn't need a daughter. He needs a wife. He needs a spouse. He needs a helpmeet. So that's you. And there's nothing else. There's nowhere else he can get that from. So he needs to get it from you.
Advice to give to the opposite sex in a marriage is step up, like lead the way. I know even though women seem to be independent and we multitask and we seem to be okay whether you're in the room or not, a lot of times we need you to be that wind beneath our wings, so to speak, to say, "Go on, girl. I see you doing it, but you good? You straight? You need a hug?" Like sometimes she needs to feel like she's the woman, right? And like you could say, "Hey, I see what you're doing. I appreciate what you're doing, but let me take a load off you or whatever." So I would say if she's a woman who is driven and you see her doing awesome things, she's taking care of the kids, she's cooking, she's going to work, she's trying, she's persevering. You could help her. Bring pizza home one day. You know what I'm saying? Bring chicken home one day so she don't have to cook. You know, let her know you see her and that you are proud that she is running the thing. Okay?
To a couple who's considering marriage, engaged, or common law engaged, if there's such thing. If there's a such thing, uh, really know yourself before you try to bring somebody else into the picture. That doesn't mean you can't date. That didn't mean you can't be in love. But if anything that you don't know about yourself, you're not sure about within yourself, I suggest that you figure that out first, because your spouse, male or female, they can only build on what you already have within yourself. If you have issues and you need that person to confirm who you are, confirm that you're beautiful, confirm that you're strong, confirm that you're a man, that you're a leader, it's gonna be hard because sometimes they're not gonna think about it that way. They're not gonna think about you. So my advice is know who you are. Uh, know yourself better than anybody else could ever know you. That way, when those times come, when those dark times come, the hard times come, where you have to persevere, you have to keep going when everybody's not happy. You'll be comfortable with yourself and not need that confirmation from your spouse. Because when you're angry, when you're mad, the least thing that they want to do is point out your the greatest in you, the greatest part.
Get your weight up, your financial weight, your emotional weight. Get your self-esteem up. Get everything up. Everything needs to be up. If you are engaged, if you are planning to go into a business decision, because in essence, that's what marriage has always been. That's the reason for a certificate. That's the reason why you have to have a judge or somebody who is ordained to bring you together, because it is saying to the world, hey, we are bringing our lives together and merging as one. If you ain't got a pot to piss in and he ain't got a window, what you merging? What you putting together? So have something to offer. Know who you are. Be in love with yourself, not in a vain way, but love yourself. You don't need to be validated. Women, marriage is not going to make you any more of a woman. You are as womanly as you're going to be. Be who you are. Let marriage be an enhancement, not a validation for who you are. That's what I would say to an engaged couple. Don't let it be your manlyhood. Don't let your homeboys talk you in or out. Don't let your homegirls talk you in or out. Don't pressure that man. Don't try to trap him. Let him decide. Because once he decides, you know he for you. Men don't need your help deciding. He can't say, but you can shake your head. Does a man need help making a decision that a man wants to make? If he wants to marry you, girl, that ring gonna be on your finger. Okay, you ain't gonna have to duck, dodge, dip, dive, duck, or dodge to get it. Okay.
I said I do was uh it's gonna be hard. I mean, and that's simple, but that's not what you hear. You hear, girl, it's gonna be beautiful, bro. This is the best thing. This is the best decision you made. Uh, she's this, she's that. All the good things about living your life with someone else. You hear all the good stuff, but it takes somebody who's been through or who's been able to persevere to tell you that it's gonna be hard. It's going to be difficult. There are going to be storms. There are going to be dark times. There are going to be times when you don't speak, when you don't want to look at each other. You don't want to be in the same room. The scent of a person will drive you bonkers uh, when you're in those bad times. So what I wish someone had given me was to just persevere. You know, those times are coming, but you have to be able to persevere. Get self out of the way. And most of the time, if you just get self out of the way, there's no situation that you can't overcome if you just take self out of the situation and place your spouse or significant other in that situation. Yeah.
I wish somebody had told me to slow down, man. And they kind of did, but I ain't listen. I wish somebody had told me to not take myself so serious. And I wish somebody had told me to keep everybody else out your circle. Keep them squares about your circle. It is you and him. You are the unit. Don't lie. Let there be only honesty between the two of you. Even if it hurts, even if it's hurtful honesty, you have to be truthful. Because if that man really loves you the way he say that he does, then no truth that you tell him is gonna make him run away. He may need a moment, but it's never gonna be so much that he just can't be around you anymore. Honesty. It's not always gonna be good. Not take myself too seriously. You feel me?
Good thank God I didn't say no, especially at this point. Uh, death do us part. Death do us part is definitely what you have to build your marriage, your relationship on. At work, it's not death do us part. I don't care how much you love your job, how much money you're getting paid. It's not death do us part. Uh, any other thing, friendships are not death do us part. But the relationship that you stand before God, if you believe in God, if you stand before the judge by law, uh, it's death do us part. There's no situation you shouldn't be able to overcome. We live in a world now where there are a lot of situations for us to test that theory. But if you make up in your mind and you agree to yourself and your spouse that the only way that it's going to be over is death, then you just have to persevere.
Part. I do believe that it is possible. I saw my grandparents do it. I saw um plenty of relationships go. I mean, the distance through infidelity, through outside children, through so much. And I'm not saying that that makes you weaker or stronger because your relationship has been tested, but it does make you closer. When your relationship is tested, it brings you closer together if it does not tear you apart. Would you agree with that? Okay. So be expecting Q Culture Clashes once a week. I may have him. I may have some other guests. Okay, so I want you guys to be prepared for that. Once I hit 20 subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway. So hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and subscribe. You know you like my content, so I don't know why you playing. Okay. Right. What advice would you give a married couple? What advice would you give an engaged couple? And what advice do you wish you had been given before you said I do? All right. Let me know in the comments. I want to know. Everybody wants to talk about their marriages. It'll be 11 years, September 22nd. We have 3 children, Noah, Olivia, and Nathan, 9, 7, and 6. Um, he is a pastor. I am not. um, he is also in Barber College. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, we doing an entrepreneurial thing. So, y'all pray for us. We'll be praying for you. I pray for strong relationships and strong self esteem, strong relationship with God. We love you so much. Bye.